Hello again, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my first project for the Redefined Kreative Design Team. And here is my code if you want to go over to the shop and use Rebecca15 to get a discount. So I am going to use an Echo Park kit and a whole bunch of frames. This is a layout that I have been wanting to do for quite some time, and I just never was able to do it. And basically I'm only using the some of the embellishments from this kit. Now I have all these frames. I have gessoed my paper, and I also want to remind everybody that today it used to be called Kristine Day, but now it is the Redefined Kreative Day. So there'll be a lot of people with videos for Redefined Kreative Day. My original thought was I wanted to use all of these frames, but I only wanted a band down the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and take these three away, and I'm going to start maneuvering these guys around and try to see what I can fit in there, because I am going to do some mixed media behind all of these. So basically when I get done, it's just going to be peeking out from the sides. I'm going to do these 4 photos of my son back in, oh, I don't know the date now, but we had a really bad snowstorm back in the early 2000s, and I was shoveling the driveway there, and he was trying to help me, but he ended up just playing in the snow and throwing snowballs at me, and we basically didn't get much more than that done on the driveway, but that's totally fine. I am going to use the bigger frames to go ahead and frame out my photos, and I'm going to get them all trimmed up. Now this is a sticker right here, so I just kind of roughly cut around it at first. I just want to make sure that the pictures are going to work in the frames, and I do move the frames around again. Like I said, I just know that I had no real plan other than I wanted to use lots of frames, mixed media, and these pictures. So it's kind of coming together as a work in progress here. I will go ahead and adhere the pictures to the frame, and then I do use washi tape just to make sure that they are, that they are stuck, so that once I get everything going, I can make sure that I don't lose a picture out of a frame. And that's me thinking. So I do end up taking one more of those frames away. I do bring in some shimmers, and I believe this is Pull Me Close. And I found, you guys know I like to use my squishy squeegee block, but I found when I was cleaning up my room, I found a whole bunch of packaging that I had saved for the packaging technique. And instead of just throwing it away, I decided to use it, and I'm all confused and lost right there. I was looking for my water bottle. I never got it out, my spray bottle. So I just lightly add some water to the area that I want, to the sheet where I have my Pull Me Close shimmers, and then I just squish it down in a whole bunch of areas. And then I am going to do some splatters. Now, instead of adding more, I had a lot of ink still on my paintbrush, so I just dip it right in the water, and as you can see, the splatters work wonderfully. Now, I will set this aside, let it dry, and come back in with Anchors Away. So I let it dry in between each of my layers, because that is how mixed media works. I've learned that through trial and error, my friends. Now there are some times that I want them to mix, so I still need them to be a little bit wet. But if you want it to look like the layered fun look, you really have to be patient, and that is really the key to the mixed media. Let it dry in between each layer, and you'll achieve the look that I'm going to end up with here. Now, this is going to look like a hot mess. I'm not going to lie to you. And you just have to know that in the end, it does turn out the way you want. So again, I do the splatters because I love the splatters. And there you go. So I put all the frames back down just to see. And yes, it looks 100% better when everything is on it. As long as you're going to cover it. And you have to understand you're probably going to cover the majority of it. So just got to accept it, let it dry. It's all dry. And then I'm going to take that, I believe that's called Ocean in the Dina Winkley mixed media spray there. I'm not real sure what the name of that is, because I also have Ocean in the Heidi Swap shimmers. And I'm just going to add more of this on. Now, everything but the Dina Winkley one is shimmery. And I do add splats of this as well. And I really splat it up. I like the way it looks. I'm just making sure that you will, because there is only a few spots that you're going to be able to see the mixed media, I want to make sure it's all covered. So I do just do splatters of this, and then I will come in with the packaging right here, you'll see, and I just add just a little bit more to get some shimmer in the areas here, and no water. So I didn't let it dry between those two, but that was the look I was going for, just to add a little bit more. All right, so everything is dry, and now I'm going to layer all of my picture frames on here, and as you can see, it's just lightly peeking out from behind the frames, and I have 3 open frames right now, but I'm going to fill one up and with some gold and clear sequins that I have from Close to My Heart. That's in my stash. And I'm going to get the picture ones down first, and I'm using my liquid glue because I did gesso the page, and I have a lot of mixed media on there, so liquid glue is what's going to hold. Now, even though this is a sticker, I am still going to liquid glue this. And I did trim that one up. It had a very large white border, and I just trimmed around that. And I'm going to that's the one I'm going to fill up with the sequins. And this one is going to get filled up with a whole bunch of embellishments. And I don't really want any of the edges of the frames to match up. Like, I don't want them to be in line with each other, so they're all at wonky angles. And this is, like I said, this is a design that I've been wanting to do for quite some time, but it kind of challenged me, and so I thought this is the best time to do it. Let's get it out there. So I really just fill that sticker, and that's just a sticker, so there's no lip on it or anything. I just fill the inside of it up with a whole bunch of my art glitter glue, and then I move all of these little guys around until they're all stuck down. And then I do go over the top of them with more liquid glue, and you'll see I just kind of start adding it in, and then I cover the top of it. Now this is going to dry completely clear, so you won't even be able to tell that it's full of glue. And that just added a little bit more shimmer and shine to the page there, a little sparkle with some sequins. I grabbed this tag from the sticker sheet and some twine that I had in my stash, and that says "Let's Stay In," and I'm going to layer that up several different times and just, get the little tassel on there, because you can't have any naked tag holes, right? And I just trim that off so it's like a whole bunch up there at the top. And I'm going to start looking at the sticker sheet here and try to figure out what I want. There, do grab this little bitty strip right here. Oh no, I'm sorry, I grabbed snow. And that is pretty much going to be the title of my page. It's going to be snow. And I just pop those 3 little circles right up there at the top. And I'm going to start layering some of these cute little word phrases over all of the pictures. I really thought this little penguin right here was cute, so I'm going to put him in between and connect those 2 frames. And I'm going to grab this other little penguin. I'm going to pop him up on some foam. Those are just my little Stampin' Dimensionals from Stampin' Up! That I've had forever, and I have been successfully using them up for the past couple years. Yeah, I haven't bought any new. And I pop him up over there on top of that tag, and I'm going to stick this little saying here. It says winter. Now some of them I'm not going to be able to read what they say. I did want to get one right over all of that fun sequins. Now I'm going to take a couple chipboard large snowflakes. I'm going to glue them down to the page. I'm also going to take 2 sticker snowflakes. I'm going to cut this one in half. And I'm going to start sticking them around the page as well. And then all those little pieces to the right, those are all little chipboard circles. So I'm going to pop them all around. Now my video here is quickly coming to an end, so I will have the link down to Kristina's shop down below. I do recommend jumping on over there and seeing. She has wonderful, wonderful, wonderful things in the shop, and I have placed several orders, so yay! And she goes live every day on her Facebook page, so tons and tons of inspiration and know-how, like she really does teach you how to do a lot of stuff. And she, her motto is be creative for at least 15 minutes a day. And yes, you've got to do that. I do take some of the matching enamel dots that came with this collection and I sprinkle them around the page, and I'm going to bring in some fun blue gems that I have in, and that is pretty much going to do it for my layout. So I really do love this. I love the pops of gold and all of the fun mixed media behind it. And yeah, you guys know I love mixed media, and you know what? Signature style again. I've got my shapes, which are all of the frames and the squares and the rectangles, my pop of bright blue, and the mixed media. So yay. All right, so I do want to say, if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to go check out the shop, and I will see you guys tomorrow for another video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.